I'm using Squirrel's Picture because, well, he's the one I found out about these games, as in ATS and ATS2. I seen Squirrel pop up on one of my feeds, a games you may like. I checked it out, and not long after that, I bought ATS2. My system then wasn't able to run ATS. Then after I got 12. So this is the Viper 2 389. Pretty sure it's a 389. Yeah, it's a 389. Wonderful truck. Wonderful truck. I absolutely love this mod. I've always been a fan of the Peterbilt. But let's get a run going here. I don't want it to be too long of a video. Could go down to San Diego. Pick up this trailer and I will tell you a little bit about myself and why I decided to start recording and uploading. Well, now having that green tint, it makes the fender a little hard to see. I might take the covering back off of that so I can just turn around and look. Alright. Got my Food Lion trailer, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love this realistic trailer pack. Realistic company trailer pack, I should say. I do play with a mouse and keyboard, so I don't really have that fine touch when it comes to accelerating and braking. Either I'm full on or nothing. Discovery. So is there a... No, I didn't think so. Okay, I've been playing video games for 23, 24 years. 30 years old. I've been procrastinating that I'm gonna jump into this scene. Because I've always really wanted to. But I've never really had a system that could record and play at the same time. But now I do. My current build is FX 6300 at 4.3 gigahertz. I have an Asus M5A97 Plus motherboard, 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, 5 terabytes of hard drive space, and that is mostly due to the 4 terabyte external hard drive that I bought for recording. For videos, at least. Not necessarily just recording. I rip all my DVDs to it, etc. But the majority of my time goes to playing video games. And that's quite literally the majority of my time. I spend more time in a week than most people go to work in 2 weeks. Put in time. So my gaming schedule's all over the place. And I've always wanted to, since technology has expanded like tenfold in the past decade. The past 5 years, I keep telling myself, I need to build a system, I want to start recording, I want to get on YouTube and see if it becomes something. I know it doesn't, you put up one video and you're instantly making a ton of money, which I honestly don't really care about the money part as much as it's something I like to do. I like playing video games, and a lot of people are the same way. Video games are fun, but video games have always had a special place in my life. I moved around a lot as a kid, didn't keep friends. I found video games, and if I wasn't outside riding my bike or running around the woods, that was on my console. Well, I got into PC games in 2000, I believe. Yeah, 2000, 2001. No. Yeah, it was about 2001 when I really started getting into PC games and had my own system to play on. I've played PC games in the past. I've been playing Blizzard games since the mid-90s. Back when personal PCs were much different. I'm going to try to keep my videos down to a comfortable length, because nobody likes to sit and watch a video for 2 hours. Unless it's a live stream. Check it's a community thing or something like that. But just getting into it, I'm not going to make a super long video, it being my first. God, I love this truck. Isn't it beautiful? But, I don't know. It's just something I've always wanted to do, and I've always procrastinated, and now I have a system that can record and play games, and I still get a decent FPS. Actually, the FPS is higher than normal, which is odd. Usually it's below 30, but like, can't complain. Did tweak with a few settings. I did bump up my scaling to 125%, and I guess that's the reason why my FPS has been a little draggy. I don't know if my data is showing up. The Riva tuner showing all my stats. This is a 6-core CPU. This game doesn't utilize my CPU to its fullest. I don't know if it's just because of the game, if it's more GPU intensive, because it does get my GPU temperature up there. I don't really like being at the 70 mark, but hey, what can you do? I guess that's because it's rendering, not really, whatever. It's recording. But yeah, my CPUs should be running pretty cool. I mean, if I had a webcam, it would be on, and I would flip it over and show you the components. Because the side panel is not on my tower, because I didn't do the proper research on my case. So as soon as I overclocked my CPU, the case started getting warm, and my GPU started getting too hot. As in, it was getting in the 75, 76 range, so that's a little, for me. I'm not comfortable with that. They say 70 is about normal underload, 75 is pushing it. 80, well, not good. You're doing damage to your card at that point. From everything that I've read online, going through Tom's Hardware, and a whole bunch of other stuff, a whole bunch of other reviews, and also YouTube. For a second, it looked like my recording feed froze, which wouldn't surprise me. But hey, what can I do? I'm running a 750 watt EVGA Supernova power supply. It is a 80 plus bronze, platinum. Might be a platinum. It could just be a gold. It might be just a gold. But none of that really matters on how it actually performs, and it's been phenomenal. I did buy the 750 watt because my initial plan was to buy 2 R9 380s and run Crossfire, but after doing a little more research, I found out it's not worth it. I don't know why I'm running at such a high RPM. I have plenty of horsepower to pull this, even at the low RPM. But as I said, I'm finally taking that step. And, you know, if I would have took that step last year, like I said I was going to, who knows? I might be in a completely different situation than I am now. With that being said, I didn't have a good enough computer last year. I was able to record some games, but I wasn't able to record in good quality. This would probably look like Minecraft right now. American Truck Simulator, Minecraft Edition. Picture it. Copyright? No. Just kidding on that. No copyright. Don't sue me, please. I'm poor. I ain't got no money. You might be able to get $700 out of my computer if you're into that kind of thing. And yes, it's a $700 rig. Actually, the external drive bumped it up. It was about 100. Wow, I wish the CPU or this computer was $100. The hell, the CPU was 100 on sale. Thank you, Newegg. It is manually overclocked to 4.3 gigahertz. Or, no, not manually. It was manually overclocked to 4.3. And then I had my thermal issues with the GPU. Took the side panel off. Keeps it under control. I'm under 70 right now, which for this card is really nice, actually. It's really nice. I mean, that CPU temperature, that's not a... it's not the total CPU temp, the core temp, that's the word I was looking for. It's not the core temp. It's just that single core temp. CPU one is... it's usually the CPU 6 is usually the one that's being utilized the most. So I'm not entirely at this current moment. I'm not sure what my CPU is running at temperature wise, but I would guess in the 52, 53 Celsius range. That's what it usually runs at even higher demanding games than this. Like Battlefield 1, for example, which I will be recording some Battlefield 1 now that I remembered that I have OBS on my system and I can record with OBS, and I will have to get some editing software in the future. But as of right now, what you're getting is fully live. It's not scripted. You will hear me say so many times, and I'm sure it's gonna get annoying. Like I said, this is literally my first video of me recording gameplay. First one. And this is going straight to YouTube after this, after my drop. And there I go again with the Yeah, pay attention here. Running this dual monitor, since I started running the dual monitor, I catch myself, especially if I'm playing ATS or ETS or driving, you need to pay attention to all them textures and drivers. I'm wagging my finger at you. You can't see it, but I'm wagging my finger at you. You need to stop that shit. I will definitely have to put a mature rating on my videos because of my language. Especially once I get into Battlefield, I will give you some... you will hear some new words. Some new sayings, if you will. I don't know. Yay, going uphill. I actually have the downshift. I don't know, I have thought about dropping the horsepower in this truck to make it a little more interesting, because I do have this huge gear ratio on here. You know, get it a little more realistic, having to downshift a little more going up a hill, even though I don't think this trailer is very heavy. No, it's not. Not like the trailers in this game are actually heavy anyway. Oh, I really hope I don't get the hiccups. It means I would have to restart my video. And I've already restarted it. This is my 4th retry. My first one, I was going around a corner and I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my other monitor and smacked right into a guardrail. I didn't want to throw that in there. I did save the video, but I put that in my fail. I do plan on doing a fail video because I play with mouse and keyboard, as I said earlier, and I fail quite a bit at this game. Even though when I play online, a lot of people ask me what kind of wheel do I have, because I have pretty good control with the mouse. I blame first-person shooters for that. Thank you, Call of Duty. No, really, thank you for all your years of service, even though your games are trash now. Just throwing that out there. Though Black Ops 3 is not bad. I'm not throwing that one completely under the bus. Infinite Warfare's campaign, yeah. Warfare. Infinite Warfare's campaign is superb. But the multiplayer, not so much. Trying to get the speed under control. And I do vape, so you will probably hear my vape coming through the microphone. This microphone is pretty sensitive. But I do vape. Let me get my speed back up here. Being one of those guys. I'm getting pretty close to my drop, so I will be wrapping this video up pretty quickly. But I do vape. I have the ATS MVP 2.0. I don't have the 3.0. A friend of mine, a guy that comes out to where I work, I actually work at a bar. I'm a bar back. In which I will hopefully move up to bartender one of these days, but that'll be when the time being I'm a bar back. And I work the door on Wednesdays. Not the most glamorous of jobs, but it supports my gaming habit, so, and it keeps a roof over my head. I wasn't sure if I was gonna stop. Alright, plenty of room. Plenty of room! It's actually about perfect. The AI would stop about right here. Come on, douchebag. Why are you going so slow? And again, I don't know why it had me take the exit, stop at a light, just to get right back on the highway. I should have looked at that first. I thought my exit was right there, and then over, but nope. Nope. That happens all the time. You'll see it a lot. As I said, I will try to keep my videos from not being very, very long, because, you know, I'm guilty of it. If I find a very long video and I want to watch it, I usually get about halfway through it, or not even halfway through it, depending on the length, and I just get bored with it. It's just a me thing. Another thing they could have changed, instead of it being dual turn lanes or turn lights, since the other side doesn't have one, have the turn signal turn green and the other lights turn green, so that traffic can proceed as well as the turn lane. Because that's how we do it in America. Yeah, just the little things here and there that, I don't know, it just didn't quite get right. God, I really just kind of want to pull up and park, but oh, backing in here is such a pain. I'm not doing it. I'm just pulling in. Especially with a long truck and a tri-axle trailer. Oh, I couldn't even imagine how hard it would be to back in here. I should have just went on ahead and then tried it. And if not, I could have just pushed enter. But too late now. I've already picked it. And yes, I am using a leveling mod. I've already gone through... I've already 100% of the game 2 days after I bought it. Literally 2 days after I bought it. I got up to like 98% explored. Then the rescale came out. The rescale beta came out. I don't know why I have to change this every frickin' time. For some reason the music keeps turning itself on, but I will leave it at that. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you did not like this video, you know what to push, because you probably push it a lot. You know, please subscribe to this channel. I will be releasing new stuff as often as possible. I play a lot, so videos could quite possibly come out every day, but I won't stress that one. I will try to push at least one a week. That will definitely be doable. Shouldn't be too hard to do one a week. I will be doing various games. I might do a portion of my channel for ATS, maybe ATS 2. I love that game. It's beautiful, but you know, I live in America and I really like this. I like it a lot. This game is just, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Very well done. As well as this truck mod. If you like this truck mod, look up the Viper 2 389 custom in the Steam Workshop to get this beauty. I will leave it at that, and I will see you in the next video. Deuces.